Hello students. So today we are going to discuss about rational numbers. So in the previous class we have known what is rational number. So according to that, rational numbers are a number which is of the form p by q where q is not equal to 0. That means rational numbers means they will be of the form p by q. That is means it is like a fraction. It will be having p by q is nothing but it will be having both numerator as well as the denominator, where denominator should not be equal to 0. Q should not be equal to 0 is nothing but the denominator should not be equal to 0. For this, you can take an example of 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number because 3 is not here in the denominator, it is not 0. And also 5 is also a rational number. Why 5 is a rational number? 5 I can write it as 5 divided by 1, isn't it? 5 divided by 1 I can write 30, I can represent it as 30 divided by 1. So these, even a single digit number with only numerator is there, then also I can say those numbers are rational numbers because I can represent them in the form of rational number as any number divided by 1 because the only condition given is q, the denominator should not be equal to 0. Now there are two types of rational numbers. One is positive rational number, another one is negative rational number. So under that first one is positive rational number. So what is this positive rational number is nothing but a rational number where both the numerator and denominator, that means both the numerator as well as denominator, both are negative or the positive. Both should be either they should be negative or they should be positive. That is means, for example, I can consider as minus 3 divided by minus 5. Either both should be negative or both should be positive. Okay, in these cases we will consider as positive rational number. Now you may ask why minus 3 by 5 is a positive rational number, because both having negative sign is here. Positive is nothing but both should be having the positive number, positive value should be there, but here negative value is there. Why? Because minus 3 by 5. Minus 3 by minus 5, here negative on both sides will get cancel each other. So at last it becomes plus 3 by 5 only. Similarly, for example, minus 10 divided by minus 15 is there, means in this case it is also a positive rational number. Why? Because I can cancel this minus and minus. Both the sides negative is there. So it will get cancel each other and it becomes positive 10 divided by positive 15. So remember, what is the positive rational number means? Both numerator and denominator should have the negative sign, or both numerator and denominator should have nothing is there, means it will be a positive sign. Okay, this is about positive rational number. Next we will go with the negative rational number. So next is negative rational number. What is negative rational number? A rational number where either numerator is negative or the denominator is negative. That means either numerator should be negative or the denominator should be negative. Both should be possible. So that what I can write, 23 divided by minus 29. Here numerator is positive, denominator is negative. So it is, what is the condition? Either the denominator should be negative or either the numerator should be negative. Okay, both should not be negative here. If both are negative means, then it is saying as it is a positive rational number. If any one of them, either the numerator or the denominator is negative, then you can say it is a negative rational number. So why? Because I can write 23 divided by minus 29 as minus of 23 divided by 29. Okay, I can write 23 by minus 29 as minus of 23 by 29, and also I can write this minus 23 by 29 as minus of same thing 23 divided by 29. Okay, that is why it is called as negative rational number. Okay, so now we know what is rational number exactly, because we know negative rational number, positive rational number. So I can conclude that all natural numbers, whole numbers, integers are all rational numbers. Okay, so now how we are going to represent a rational number on the number line? We know how the integers can be represented in a number line. Now in the same manner, we have to consider first how we are representing integers on the number line. Then we can able to understand how the rational numbers can be represented on a number line. So representation of rational number on the number line. To represent a rational number, I have considered how we are going to represent it integers. Integers is nothing but it contains both 0 as well as both 0, that means both whole numbers as well as negative numbers here. Now, so how I have represented, you know how in the case of representation of integers on the number line. In that case, 0 is at the center and all the positive numbers on the right side and all the negative numbers on the left side here. And also we know this 0 is less than the positive numbers, 0 is greater than the negative numbers, and also corresponding to positive numbers, left side of the 0 will be having the corresponding, according to the positive numbers it will be having corresponding negative numbers here. So this is how we are going to represent integers on the number line. So if the question is represent 2 on a number line, means what you will do, you will make a point here or you will make a circle here. So 2 we are represented on the number line. So now if it is a rational number is nothing but it will be having both numerator as well as denominator. For example, if the question is represent 5 by 7 on the number line, then so to represent 5 by 7 on the number line, I have drawn a line here and mark a 0. That is 0 represent, this is the center here, center of this line. Now what I have to do, you have to listen carefully. 5 by 7 is there. In the 5 by 7, 7 is in the denominator, 5 is in the numerator. You know in the fractions, what is this 5 by 7 means? 5 by 7 is nothing but in the fraction, out of 7, for example, out of 7 boxes is there, in that 5 boxes have been filled, 5 boxes have been shaded. That is what it represents. This represents the whole, this represents the part of that whole. Correct, isn't it? Same thing here it is applicable. 7 means here 7 lines are there. 5 means out of 7 lines, 5th line you have to mark it. Okay. That means in the both sides, in the positive side and as well as in the negative side, in the both side there are 7 lines are there. So I'll draw it 7 lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So in the positive side I have written 7 line. Same thing I have to draw in a negative side, because you know in a number line corresponding to positive line, positive number, there should be a negative number on the either side of the 0. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, both sides is in the positive side and as well as in negative side I have drawn a 7 lines here. So that 7 line, what it represents? So first line represents 1 divided by 7, because we are having 7 lines here. Second line represents 2 by 7. Third line represents 3 by 7. Fourth line represents 4 by 7. Fifth line represents 5 by 7. Sixth one represents 6 by 7. Next one represents 7 by 7. What is this 7 by 7? 7 divided by 7 is nothing but they will get cancelled. And what is the remaining here? 1. So this represents the 1 here. You can able to, this 1 is here now. So this represents 1. Similar to this one, I'll make it in the negative side. So this first line represents negative 1 by 7, that is minus 1 by 7. Second line minus 2 by 7. Third line minus 3 by 7. And the fourth one is minus 4 by 7. Fifth one minus 5 by 7, minus 6 by 7, minus 7 divided by 7. Minus 7 divided by 7 is nothing but I can write it as minus 1, isn't it? 7 by 7, 7 and so minus 7 by 7 means 7 and 7 cancel. So remaining is 1. So this is having negative sign. So it becomes minus 1. So 0 it is here. Positive 1 is here and negative number is here. Now we have divided into 7 parts. Now according to question we have to represent 5 by 7 here. So 5 by 7 where it is? You mark the mark. This is the 5 divided by 7. If the question is represent minus 5 divided by 7 means instead of here you have to mark it. Here you have to circle it. Okay. So this is about the 5 by 7. Similarly, I'll take another one problem so that you will understand clearly. So what is the next question I have considered? I have considered minus 5 divided by 12. So I have taken in one line here and A and B I have marked on either side. In the middle, that is at the center, it is 0 is there. Minus 5 divided by 12 means you have to see, first you have to see the denominator. Denominator is having the 12. 12 means I have to divide this part into 12 lines. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here. Similar to that one, negative side also 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 here. Now represent it. This first line represent 1 by 12. Second one 2 by 12. 3 by 12. 4 divided by 12. 5 divided by 12. 6 divided by 12. 7 by 12. This one 8 by 12. 9 by 12. 10 by 12. 11 by 12 and 12 divided by 12. 12 divided by 12 means you can tell it as 1. So similarly here minus 1 by 12, minus 2 by 12, minus 3 by 12, minus 4 divided by 12 and minus 5 divided by 12, minus 6 by 12, minus 7 and minus 8. Similarly minus 9. It is minus 10 by 12, minus 11 by 12 and minus 12 divided by 12 here. So which is the minus 5 divided by 12 here? So this is the minus 5 by 12. You can mark it or you can take it as point C here. A and B we have represent. You can make it as a point C which represents minus 5 divided by 12 here. Okay. So I hope everyone have understood what is rational number, what is positive rational number, what is negative rational number, and also very important thing, how to represent the rational numbers on the number line. Okay, so based on this video, I have given you the worksheet. Try to do it. If any doubts is there means we will discuss in a live session. Thank you, students.